Is PTE reading going to get harder from 7th August? In one word, the answer is yes. I'm Malcolm. Make sure you save this video if you don't want to struggle much in the PTE academic test. Now, as you must know already, from 7th August, the main difference in PTE reading score is going to come from read aloud. Read aloud is currently a task in speaking. It is the first task of the PTE test in the speaking module, which has 6 to 7 questions, and approximately it contributes 20 to 22 points to speaking and reading both. Now, as per the new update, speaking is the only module in which we will be getting marks from the 7th of August, which means 20 to 22 points which used to be contributed by read aloud in the reading score, that will stop. How does it affect us? It affects us big time. Because generally people who are good at speaking, they got at least 16, 17 or 20 points just from speaking the passage properly in read aloud. Now, if you reduce 20 to 22 points from 90, somewhere the PTE software has to compensate you for those marks. And my guess and your guess, it's the same. From where you're going to get the marks? You're going to get those additional marks from reading and writing fill in the blanks, reading fill in the blanks, and reorder paragraphs. More so from reading, writing blanks and reading blanks. Now you're going to get 6 to 7 questions for reading, writing blanks, which are drop down blanks, and you're going to get about 6 questions for drag and drop blanks also. So in total 11 to 12 questions, which will contribute the majority of the score in reading. Also, reorder paragraphs will contribute a significant score in the reading section. Now, what can we do to equip ourselves so that we don't struggle in these tasks? Again, there are 3 answers. One is you have to work on your collocation skills. PT has given a PT collocation list. You just need to Google it. That's the best way to improve your knowledge of collocations. For example, junk food. That's a collocation, but you cannot say garbage food. It makes no sense, but junk food does make sense. Similarly, you say rely on. So you don't say rely in something, you say rely on something. That's another collocation. The second thing which we need to improve is our actual vocabulary. There are so many words which might be new to us. We might have never heard them before, How will we improve vocabulary? Obviously, by actually solving more and more questions. And whenever we come across a new word, we have to learn that. Not, by force, but with enthusiasm. There's also a very nice book. It's called Word Power Made Easy. The author's name is Norman Lewis. If you can buy this book online or get a PDF online, it's very helpful to improve actual vocabulary. Number 3, we have to improve our grammar. Grammar is something which so far students took lightly, not with that much interest. But now if you want a higher score, especially in reading, writing, fill in the blanks, which are drop down blanks, you have to be good at your grammar. Without that, there is no respite. Respite means there's no solution. Okay, now before we end the video, I'll just cover some important rules for grammar. Make sure you save this video. And before that, a quick thing. The 2 new tasks in PT which are added or which will be added soon, they will also be available to practice on our portal MockMaster.ai very soon. We have 500 AI scored mock tests, which is one of the highest number of mock tests given by any portal worldwide. Very soon, all our 500 tests will also have these tasks. So you can practice those on MockMaster.ai, which is our website. Very soon, we'll also come up with an app. So you can also practice all these questions on our MockMaster app, hopefully very soon. Now, if you're looking for PT classes or IELTS classes or NATI CCL classes, if you need group classes or one-to-one classes, you can contact us. Numbers will be mentioned in the comment section. Now let's start with the grammar rules. Rule number 1. If there is a blank after is, was, are, were, am, and if it's a verb, generally the verb will be V3. That's the third form of the verb, or it can also be in the ing form. Rule number 2. If there is a blank after the word to, and if it's a verb, generally it will be in the first form of the verb, which we call V1. Rule number 3. After has, had, have, if we have a verb which is a blank, generally it will be in the V3 form, ending with ed, en, or t. Rule number 4. After has been, have been, had been, if we have a blank, generally it will be in the third form, or it can also be in the continuous form, ing form, like had been built, had been building since a long time. So it depends. Rule number 5. If the first word of the sentence is a blank and there is a comma after the blank, generally it's a connector, like therefore, hence, moreover, furthermore, or however. Rule number 6. If the first word is a blank but there is no comma after the blank and there is a comma somewhere later on in the sentence, very likely the the blank is an adverb. Examples: while, although, despite, in spite of. There is no comma after such words. The comma is somewhere later on in the sentence, and after the comma the tone of the sentence will change. The other thing which we need to understand is the subject-verb agreement rule. If the noun is plural, the following verb will also be a plural verb. If the noun is singular, the verb will also be singular. For example, the students sit on the bench. So students ends with S, sit will be without S. The student sits on the bench. So student is without S, sits will be with S. There's one more thing which is called the active voice and the passive voice. That is also very helpful in solving grammar blanks. For example, I am eating food. So that is in the active voice because that activity is done by me consciously. It is I am the one who is doing it. If you reverse it, if you flip around the sentence, it will be food is being eaten by me. So whenever you have words with by, with, and sentences like these, that's in the passive voice. That is also very helpful in figuring out which type of verb form will fit in the blank. At A1 Australia Education Group, we conduct grammar classes regularly. I myself teach grammar in the classes as well. So if you want to make your grammar stronger, make sure you join our classes. I'm always there to assist you and help you out. I'm Malcolm. Good luck.